I wasn't expecting this message today. We need to talk about your ex, okay? They're very, very much in your energy today. I feel it really, really strongly. And what I'm hearing to say to you is, if only they would drop their pride and actually tell you how they feel. I'm also hearing the words, maybe tomorrow, is it too late? But I just feel that they really want to tell you something, okay? It's very, very, very strong in your energy. I wasn't expecting this at all. There's an air of sadness, but an air of somebody who needs to tell you something, okay? They need to speak to you. They need to let go of their pride, and also there's a lot of anxiety around the person that you're connected into. They're very, very confused, okay? That they're not sure what they're doing, where they're going, but I do feel like they're running out of time, okay? I feel that they're running out of time, because in your energy I've got a really strong, beautiful, clear aura. I feel your energy has cleared, okay? That you are healing. And I, you know, to keep it simple, I just feel like you're kind of on a different vibration. You've got a higher frequency now. They can feel that. They know that. I'm going to have a look and see what they want to say to you, okay? And also what is going on with them. I'm just getting massive anxiety, tiredness, and just an absolutely, they just don't know what they're doing, really. Just massive confusion. So let me have a look and see what is going on. Let me get a deck. Okay, let's have a look at this. I'm going to see what they want to say. All right. They just, you know, I think they want to know what, this is classic. They want to know where you stand with each other before they make contact. I know, that is completely mad, isn't it? They're terrified that if they show their feelings, that you will kick them into touch. All right, so let's have a look. Like I said, I didn't expect to get this message. This message could just be something that you know intuitively. Do you know that this person deep down is still in love with you? That's what I've just heard. Let me know in the comments. Like I said, I wasn't expecting this, so let's get on with it, eh? I'll just give these a shuffle. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Thanks for being here. I love you all. You're so kind. If you'd like a reading, just click on the title of the video. Links are below in the description box. Everything is on the website. Go check it out, all the readings I do. And also check out the $1 special offer that's running at the moment. That will give you some clarity. It will give you some clarity. I'll be able to give you some clarity. Righty ho, what is going on here? Is this person older than you? Okay, I've seen a clock. Time is ticking. I'm seeing somebody sitting in a room with a big loud clock, and that clock is going tick tock, and they're running out of time. They're running out of time. This person could be older than you, or, you know, sometimes when we get older, I'm old, you do sometimes think, gosh, wow, and maybe I need to do something about that. That's the kind of energy I'm trying to describe what I'm hearing and feeling. That's what I'm feeling. But this, for me today, was very unexpected. That's why I've had to sit down and say, hey, we need to have a little chat here. What is the truth? Yeah, they're massively confused, okay? I feel what is the truth is that they've realised that whatever they said and did to you, that they have literally, I don't feel you've just recently separated. I feel for a wee while, this person has been in complete bloody denial, okay, about how they feel about you, about their true feelings. I don't feel that they're always a highly emotional person anyway. I feel they keep a lot in. I feel that they are very genuine when they're not. I think what happened is that was one side of them, but then obviously there was another side. But what is the truth? They've been able to live bullshitting, excuse my French, absolutely bullshitting themselves that they're over you, okay? I feel they might have had other relationships or just dates, or they could have moved, or they've just been pretending, okay? They have been intellectualizing this. That's what I'm hearing to say to you. So they've been in their head. But unfortunately, the heart never lies. They still love you, all right? So yeah, massive, massive confusion. Why do I feel this way? Oh my gosh, I thought this was an unexpected message today. This is really strong. They can't get over you. They have tried everything, okay? Like I said, they've either moved, they've dated, I don't know, moved to a desert island. But whatever they have tried to do in the last year, maybe more than that, they're stuffed, okay? They're absolutely done, all right? They know they've hurt you as well, and they don't want to hurt you anymore. They know they've hurt you. But they can't run. They can't run from this. I need to figure myself out, okay? So this is a message as well for you, that even though you in the physical, you're not speaking, there's no contact, possibly no contact at all, you might not even have a clue what they're doing, and they probably haven't got too much of an idea what you're doing. But behind the scenes, you see, they are trying to figure out what to do next. I feel, going right back to what I channeled at the beginning, they need to drop their ego. They need to get out of their headspace. I'm getting quite cross with them actually, because I just feel that even if you never reconciled, you get to choose. You're creating your life, okay? But even if you never reconciled, there is a conversation that would be good. Okay, it would be good, and it's bubbling. This conversation, I feel, has been bubbling for quite a while. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. They still fancy you. They always did. Okay, they always did. You are so different from everyone around me. Yeah, there's no one like you. Well, there isn't. You're unique. You're amazing and unique just the way you are. You were right. Yeah, what did you say to them? What was it? What was the final straw? Let me know. What was the final straw? Let me just get my other tarot deck out. What was the final... Oh, let's have a look. What was the final straw? Can I have a look at the past, please, Spirit guides, for this person's energy? Let me have a look at the past, please. Oh, Seven of Cups. Yeah, they're all over the place. Seven of Cups in the past is talking about somebody who was living in La La Land half the time. They were quite selfish at times, quite self-absorbed. It can also mean that somebody's online a lot, you know, looking at choices. They were never settled. You never got this person, okay? But you were right, and what you were right about, and I think they've woken up to that. They've had a bit of a reality check. That saying, you know, when someone's sobered up, you know, maybe metaphorically, and you think, oh my God, you know, when you've had too many beverages and you're thinking, oh dear. Yeah, it's that kind of energy, all right? But definitely in the past, with this Seven of Cups here, they were very self-absorbed, very selfish, always looking at other opportunities. Now, this could have been in love because it's a Cups card, so they could have been online, they could have been doing whatever they were doing. But it can also tell me of somebody who is extremely indecisive and procrastinates as a person. So if you had things that, okay, you were right, that's what it's saying here. If you had projects or things you wanted to do with this person and you got it all sorted out and you're ready to roll, and then all of a sudden they're like, no, I think how about that one? How about that one? Kid in the sweet shop. Yeah. Now for you, in the past, what's crossing it, I've got the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, but she's in the reverse. So I feel for you, this caused you a lot of worry, a lot of instability. You became suspicious, quite rightly so, and you got really annoyed with somebody's lies and lack of motivation, okay? And also, I feel you were the only one that were keeping the relationship stable. This other person in the Seven of Cups energy was just, they didn't take responsibility for either themselves, your living arrangements, I'm hearing. Now that can mean many things, or your finances. Okay. So I can see the past was difficult. Yeah, and there's also another female energy in your past, an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, who was an out-and-out biatch. Yeah, there's no other way. Very gossipy, a bit of a liar, very malicious, could have been divorced or widowed, or every relationship this person had went wrong, and instead of, you know, things go wrong in life, don't they? They do go wrong, but this person was really hard-hearted, and just because their life hadn't worked out, wanted to make everybody else's a goddamn misery. So you did have a difficult past, but they would like to say you were right, okay? Now, I just want to see what else they'd like to say. I'm going to get a few more decks out here. I lost myself for a while. A little while. I think they lost themselves for more than that, actually, to be honest with you, with that Seven of Cups energy in the past, and you ending up feeling very insecure and unstable. Not that you were unstable, but the relationship was unstable. I stay awake thinking about you sometimes. I mean, it's more than sometimes. This is what I'm getting. This is why I wanted to give you this message. So everything is a sometimes with this person, okay? All right, I lost myself for a little while. This is what I'm hearing. So it's a little while. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So now we've got sometimes and a little. They haven't fully accepted. They've got to let go of their pride. Okay, what these two messages are saying, I'm still holding on to the fact that I can't tell you how I really feel. Their pride, their ego, and they're just still in their head. They're still in the head. But I know this person loves you. Okay, I know they love you. I bury myself in work to forget you. Yeah, they're just running. You know, they, like I said earlier on, they could have moved to a desert island. They could have, you know, had a one-way ticket to Mars. But we're all energy, and your energy, because you're healing, is affecting their energy. Okay, like spooky atoms at a distance. That's what's going on here. I'm trying to heal now. Which is good. Okay, now it doesn't mean to say when I say that anything you did they need to heal from. No. They're starting to recognise that their patterns, their behaviour, their procrastination, their laziness at times has not just affected your relationship, it's affected every facet of their life. Okay, as people say, there's many words. I don't really like labels. Some people call it waking up. Some people call it the shadow side. For me, it just means, hey, well, what have I been doing in all of this? Yeah, you see, they thought in the past that they were just a distraction from your pain. Very low self-esteem. And they'd like to say to you, now this is an apology, I knew exactly what I was doing. I'm going to clarify that. There was something that really hurt you. Was it money? Was it people? What was it, Spirit? Just give me a generality. They knew what they were flipping doing. Yeah, Two of Pentacles and the Tower. Now, reading into the energy today, I feel the Two of Pentacles in this love reading is more about their attention was everywhere. They were all over the place, because the Two of Pentacles can mean up, down, but also there is a feeling with that energy today, this energy, that what they did was they made a decision based on what would be better for them. They did not consider you in this. So if something looked a better option, then they caused the Tower to come down. All right, or you suddenly, after months and months, maybe years of being gaslit or whatever was going on with that Seven of Cups, you literally, and people do it, they just get up one morning and think, you know what, I'm done with this. I don't care if the whole goddamn thing falls down around my ears. And, you know, just as a metaphor, people will literally just pack a suitcase with 3 bits of clothing in and go, because that's what the Tower is. You know, the Tower is when you get to a point and you cannot do any more. So yeah, they knew what they were doing, right? What I feel they did is they didn't give you the attention, they juggled you. There was many financial ups and downs here. They could have been, with that Seven of Cups, paying more attention to people online or other people. The Tower came down. They drove you to a Tower moment. That's where I'm getting. That's what I'm hearing. They drove you to a Tower moment. Okay. That is why, for so long now, they have done everything in their power to convince themselves that they're over you. But they're not. Okay, they're not. They're still in love with you. They still miss you. They've always missed you. They've always been in love with you. I don't want to run anymore. I failed to give you what you need. Oh, they did with you. They stuck you into the Queen of Pence in reverse. Totally. You had no security in the end. Really. They made you feel really insecure, possibly even within your own physical environment. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. That's what they're looking at now, okay? Me personally, I'm hearing, well, personally, but what I'm hearing is let them look at their shadow side. Let them have a look. Let them do some self-reflection, okay? Let them go through a dark night of the soul, as people call it. They want to right their wrongs, bottom of the deck. Okay. Let's see what they're going to do. I feel they'll be back before the end of the year. I don't feel it's just yet though. I feel they're going into what they need to do for themselves, okay? They need to look at themselves. They need to let their pride go. Okay, can you give me, I'm going to just have a look at the next 2 months. Right, okay. I feel in the next 2 months, I don't feel they're coming back per se, but I feel what's going to happen, or what you're going to hear about, is there is a relationship that they're possibly in. It can be love, or it can be, you know, friends, maybe living with family or something, but there's a relationship that they're in that is not working. I feel with this Page of Pentacles in the reverse that they have gone back into, they've repeated their usual behaviour, okay? Now they could have gone back to family, or they could have gone back to a group of people that they've got sucked back into. I feel in the past they had tried to break away from a certain situation, okay, but they always got suckered back in. But I do see the last card out is the Tower. Interesting that, isn't it? They forced you into a Tower moment. I knew this was meant to give you this message. They're going into that. So however your life collapsed around your ears, that is coming for them, okay? I've got the Five of Pentacles here, so I feel that they will have some form of, it can mean financial issues, it's a pentacle, but it can also just mean someone feeling very left out in the cold. Somebody they clung to is going to push them out. Yeah, somebody they clung to is going to push them out, okay? You see, I've got the Empress here, but crossed by the Five of Pentacles. So there's something that they've basically, I've channeling that they've been very comfortable in certain ways because they'd almost, you know, when something happens in life and it's the brain, it will just block it because that's a survival mechanism. I feel from the day dot, this is what I'm hearing to tell you before I go, from day dot of your separation, I don't care how long it's been, this person deep down, like a seed that they put away in a box, has always been in love with you, okay? I feel they've always been in love with you. They've never not loved you. This was never you. Well, it wasn't anyway. It was all about them. But I do feel that they're going to have a Tower moment sooner rather than later. Now this, I've just picked this one up off the bottom of the deck, it's Temperance. Then after that, Temperance for me can mean reconciliation, okay? But I feel the message is deeper than that today. I feel the message is that they will restore some balance and some harmony and get rid of all their addictions, their procrastinations, their messing around online or whatever they were doing, and then that energy is better, okay? That's what I feel. You know, they're going to go through that Tower and then they're going to get into Temperance, all right? I do feel by the end of the year that this person will contact you, okay? I just want a couple of these, see if these mean anything to you. Okay, I've got parks. Somebody, I'm hearing dog walking in parks. Okay, there's also something to do with schools as well. Now this can just be learning or where somebody goes to learn things, or somebody who likes to read a lot. And also, you are very spiritual, okay? And I feel back in the day when you were with this person, you started to awaken before you separated. Okay, you started to awaken before you separated. There's also something here about a warmer location. Do one of you live in a warmer location, or did you move to a warmer location? Or possibly not just ordinary travelling, you both had a love of travelling, or you planned to make a big change and do some travelling. So that hopefully will mean something to you. So I will leave that with you, okay? Unexpected message, but for me it's clear. It's clear. They've been lying all this time. Those days that you are going about your day, maybe you're, I don't know, putting the washing on or going for a walk. I think you both used to like walking. They come into your head. Well, trust me, they're thinking about you, okay? I will leave that with you. I send you so much love. Just remember though, you know this. You are the best, okay? Who wouldn't want to be with you? I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want to be with you? You're amazing. You're gorgeous. You're wonderful. You're funny. You're everything. You're absolutely everything all wrapped into one, okay? And I'm really, really proud of you. I'm really proud that you were put in that tower moment and yeah, you've come back to yourself, okay? Take care of you, all right? I'll speak to you soon. Loads of love. Bye.